That's perfect timing.
I know.
Right.
I know.
All right, we'll give it a couple seconds.
Okay.
Load up.
I'm good.
Okay. Are they still out there busting them fireworks?
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
People accounting, dude.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not sitting on them things until I ain't sitting on them until what you call it uh New Year's. Like, nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Let me check. Let me check what the sound is like. Uh, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna give it about two or three more good minutes. I might. I guess we can. I guess we can live it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it ain't gonna hurt. Uh, let me see, cause I always be getting agitated. Like, come on.
I know.
I'm complaining about the studio every time. I'm like, dude, I seen what your internet's like at home. It sucks. Let me see. Live, create and post, access, cameras access good. One more thing. Let me make sure. Okay, it got the default mic. So okay, volume's up. I think it should be good. Um, okay. First one says, "Why am I looking at a picture of Steve from the church directory? That ain't really from the church directory, is it?"
No, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian, we're coming forward. We're loading up. Chris, come on now. The delegation would be hugely disappointed if my bars weren't nicer. Okay, Steve,
Yep. I'm
we're
here.
we're loaded up. You're enjoying your afternoon. You,
Nah. Charity's working. I've got the baby, so not really a super enjoyable afternoon.
no,
But
I'm talking about earlier.
yeah.
You are enjoying yourself, and how do you consume the news that North Carolina State has just been sent the notice of allegations?
It has nothing to do with how I consumed that news. It's how I'm consuming the reaction to that news.
I'm listening.
The reaction to that news, nationally, everywhere I saw is this. And I'm going to basically paraphrase what it is.
Right?
Those nasty coaches did that, and they should be punished, not the kids, not these teams right now. There should be no punishment handed down to NC State, the program,
wait a minute.
only to the coaches.
So you're saying nationally it has changed to all about the coaches.
It's all about the coaches. Now, here's the problem. Here's where we run into the big issue. What do you do? Because as a Louisville fan, I want to throw a fit. I want to say we had to take ourselves out of the tournament. We had to do all that. Also, as a Louisville fan, I have to say, yeah, I hope that's the precedent.
That they chase the coaches.
That they chase the coaches.
But see, I don't know. Now, I thought that before, right? But now I'm thinking, even when you start chasing the coaches, well, okay, here's the thing. If you're chasing the coaches, you're gonna have to chase Bill Self, right?
Well, yeah, I think that's coming. that's coming. I mean, this is NC State. This is the first one.
Okay, so it doesn't make you uncomfortable that NC State is a middle of the pack violator in the big scheme of things. It seemed like that they got their notice of allegations first.
No, they gave $46,000 to Dennis Smith Jr. I mean,
We
and they've been working on NC State for. I mean,
was his
NC
the big
State's
was his the biggest payment we heard about though?
well, no, but I don't think you go by that. You go by who you got the most on right now. And I feel like they probably. I mean, the NC State's name's been out there for a long time.
I agree.
Like, I think it's just a matter of they got the most on NC State right now, where they can say, yeah, no, we've got plenty on you.
You do realize if Louisville's name comes up second, then I was 100% correct about this being about Adidas from the beginning.
Sure.
That would
Unless you group in NC State and the Louisville, and you say, hey, this is more about the coaches than it is the programs right now. So, but here's the problem: Louisville doesn't fit that description. Dennis Smith Jr. played an entire season for NC State.
right.
I mean, these players played. Louisville doesn't have a player that played involved here. If Brian Bowen had played a whole season and Rick had coached the season, then sure, yeah.
So is that what's going to make it level one? Or are we still saying the Kenny Johnson? Like, could you imagine sitting up in trial? You know how they talk about inmates coming up with handcuffed together in the courtroom to save time? Could you imagine sitting in the NCAA courtroom next to NC State and $46,000 direct payment versus $1,300, maybe, allegedly, no proof, just an exchange, an alleyway exchange of Kenny Johnson and the word of Brian Bowen Sr. being what we're in court sitting beside you with?
Well, sure, but I mean, I go back to what I said yesterday on the show. I mean, if you put two and two together with what Eric Crawford's saying and what Vince Tyre said, Eric Crawford's saying you don't. Louisville's not feeling like that. And in a way, he kind of said, basically, look, straight up, Louisville pretty much knows they're not going to get one here in the next couple weeks.
They're not getting that first wave.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then I mean, yeah, I mean, your argument would be right. Again, if Louisville popped up out of nowhere
in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, if not, I mean, I don't know what they have. I mean, I think that's what they're trying to figure out with Louisville is what do we have with Louisville. I'm telling you, I think that there's a confidence in this university right now. Among Mac, among Tyree, among the athletic board, among that kind of feels like they don't have anything on us. So,
or it's going to be so circumstantial that you're going to have to say we're investigating, but I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know how far you go with the investigation. Do you realize this is going to be either we believe them or we don't?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's basically what we're looking at. But I mean, these other schools. I mean, I think we're finding out, man, that I mean, there's other schools that are way ahead of Louisville, and I mean, it's validation for us, State,
right?
For story, for content,
yeah.
But it's not, and I don't know that it's going to be for a little while. I mean, you're going to have to. I mean, obviously something. I believe something is coming Louisville's way. I'm not saying it's a punishment, but as far as a notice of allegations, but some of these allegations, I'll have to reread. But some of these allegations were against Mark Godfrey.
Right. No. I think all of them were.
Okay, so I don't know. I mean, what's with that? Because I saw Pat Forty replying to a tweet and said something along the lines of, he said, I don't expect any postseason ban. Or, he said, I expect that there to be some recruiting stuff here. some scholarships probably taken, and the coaches are going to get hit really hard. So, I mean, I don't, I mean, if that's what he's saying, I mean, the tune has changed. I mean, this is,
ironically, this is what we were hoping for from the beginning. We wanted it to be about a coach's,
Oh yeah, but I mean, the tune is changing so much for people because I mean, you remember 8 months ago, Pat Forty was writing an article about how Louisville's going to get the death penalty. Now he's saying, $46,000 payment. They're going to hit the coaches. Now I don't see a postseason ban. Now that's one thing. Louisville fans are going to, and this is what sucks about the whole situation. You're going to want to rip your face off when these teams don't get postseason bans. And it's like, but what can you say at this point?
Nothing. Like, are they really?
We're sitting here with the top 5 team. We're sitting here. I mean, we're reading articles like a 5-star 2021 player wants to come to Louisville Live. One of the top 15 players in the country wants to come to Louisville Live and wants to see what's going on because he said he heard it's amazing and he's thinking about coming to the 20 class instead.
The 20 class.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, what if you get Askew, you get Scrub, you get Breakfield? You're like, dude, as much as I want to be mad, I'm like, dude, we're set up to be monsters for the next few years.
So at the end of the day, is our 13 guys going to be the sacrifice?
Well, I don't know that it's the sacrifice because it's two different things.
Yeah, two different holes.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you try to say that, in theory, that may be right. Anytime you try to say that, it's going to say, okay, that was a completely different case. One thing they weren't doing, I mean, the coaches weren't having sex with these recruits, so, I mean, I guess,
yeah.
that changes everything, apparently. So,
yeah.
I mean, I say that laughing, but, I mean, it's kind of the truth. I mean, So 46,000, Dennis Smith is what put them on the front line. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is.
Do you think it's just coincidence that Nike is trending right now as the top trending United States topic on the day Adidas school gets the book thrown at them?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'll be kind of surprised if LSU's not next. I kind of think, but again, we talked about it. LSU is the perfect sacrifice.
Yeah, because they don't care.
Yeah, I mean, LSU, you go down to there and you say, hey, we're going to take away the basketball program. Well, shucks, we'll have to find something to do.
Yeah, because
we make fun of Kentucky for saying y'all don't care about football, you just wait till basketball, and that's all funny. But down south, Florida won 2 national championships back to back, and the football was all anybody talked about.
The entire time.
You were right in the middle of the Tim Tebow. Hey, we're getting Tebow. We're winning. Hey, this is all that matters.
Look, Chris Leaks and Tim Tebow's and what is it, Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, they were stacked, dude. Riley Cooper. I mean, they were loaded.
And that's it.
There's a lot of trouble on that team, but I mean, there was.
Yeah.
They were stacked, man, and it's like, yeah, all right, cool. Like, so LSU's the perfect sacrificial lamb.
Oh.
So, but still, at the end of the day, man, just hit the coaches. Mac has something special brewing right now, and it's like, I want to be in an uproar, but I also just want to fade away.
Like an uproar as far as I want some retribution.
Yeah, because part of me is like, these teams, y'all better take some of these teams out. Like, are you kidding me? 46,000 to recruits, and it's all we did was pay $5,300 over 5 to 8 years for some girls. A rogue coach.
A rogue.
$5,300 over a bunch of years.
And listen, keep in mind that's just a guesstimation Coming from who?
Coming from Katina Powell. And we're like, and I'm like, look, all that happened, and it was to get recruits, and these coaches knew and gave $46,000.
Just
much bigger numbers.
Direct payment to the personal trainer, 46 racks.
I mean, in Kansas, you had a mom having sex with an agent so that way she could take money and say it was consensual sex, and they were in a relationship.
And you got it on tape in the evidence.
Yeah. So part of me's like, nah, y'all, they better miss some tournaments. We had to set a tournament out.
And sex was involved.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like, yeah, but we're loaded. I would like to just leave us alone.
I know. Listen, that my last thought, because here's the thing. I was listening to LSL, and you know how we always end up in the Power 5.
It was a good show tonight.
It was. It was really good. So I'm listening, and it always goes to, if we get something, you gotta protest, right?
Yep.
Or you gotta start talking about separating from the NCAA. And then it just sucked because I'm thinking, no, the NCAA, nobody in the NCAA that's a blue blood is going to protest anything because they don't ever get hit, right?
I know.
So the perfect way to stay in control is just like to keep it destabilized. You know, keep the Louisville mad, keep the LSU basketball keep a niche fan base that's big, but you can send messages, keep them destabilized, keep them fighting each other. Because what's going to happen? The people who chanted FBI at North Carolina State, they're not going to join forces with Louisville in a rally cry that we're getting hosed. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks.
Absolutely.
Like if Louisville and NC State both were hit in the first round, the smartest thing in the world to do would be join forces and say, hire a firm and say this is a concerted effort, this is, something direct.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, you gotta win part of that media war, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
but if you keep it awkward and let some team off and you're just not gonna join forces.
Right.
You're not gonna look. Kansas is not gonna want to join North Carolina State because they think they cheated the right way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, Carolina says we cheat the right way. Duke says we cheat. We corporate cheat.
Right.
Yeah. We just sponsor the entire. Look, instead of giving him $100,000, we just give his dad, who's the coach, $500,000.
I know. And again, man, it's a sucky situation on one end because, like I said, you have to eat it. But on the other hand, man, I'll take it.
Yeah, and at the end of the conversation, I always go right to where you went, dude. Just stay away from my tournaments and don't rip me off on my scholarships. You know what I'm saying? And whatever, I mean, unless some stupid amount of money that would hinder us from getting our seats renovated or something, I wouldn't even complain about the rest of the stuff.
No, just I mean, really, at the end of the day.
Let me ask you this, because it kind of came up on LSL earlier. Would you be, if Rick Pitino doesn't get hassled, or Jordan Fair or Kenny Johnson didn't get hassled, would you be disappointed about that? Or it's just no, everybody just go free?
No, because I think here, at the end of the day, I think they were doing what was necessary sometimes to get certain guys. Donovan Mitchell goes to the pros. Louisville obviously had a hole there they did not expect to have. Here's a 5-star. Here's a 5-star that's looking good in the summer league right now. I mean, here's a 5-star that was the Jordan Brand MVP. Hey, you just got to do what everybody else is doing. I'm saying this like I'm talking to Jordan Fair. You know what I mean? Hey, just do what everybody else is doing. And hey, Jordan, everybody's doing it. How many guys have y'all lost because of this? And it's like, yeah, I mean, Louisville, we're like, oh my God, we do have a Final Four team all of a sudden now. So, I mean, if you remember before he committed, we were hoping to get a random Wasef Metnani. Do you remember that name?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the foreign kid that we were like, oh no, man, he can kind of play.
Yeah,
he couldn't play at all.
The next honest. No, I remember.
Yeah, we were just like,
I remember saying he was a stiff, Steve.
Yeah, we knew we needed somebody else. So then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, Brian Bowen. I mean, now we're a Final Four team again. So yeah, man. I wouldn't be mad if they didn't get. Now I'd be mad if they didn't get anything and we got punished. Yeah, now then I'm angry. But if Louisville, it's like, hey, there's nothing here altogether, then it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what I was asking. Would you be on board if, like, on the low, like, let's say Vince just hired a PR firm right now, you know what I'm saying, and just, I mean, almost just start pushing the Louisville's rose back from the ashes of a system that was. Here's the thing. You don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Like, you know me, I'm not a bridge burner like that, right?
Sure, I agree.
But if we're playing chess, you know what I'm saying? Is it sacrifice time? Like, are you ready to start PR firming? Louisville's bouncing back.
PR firming, I don't think that's throwing under the bus. I don't think it's throwing under the bus.
That's just like market strategy?
It's just business. I mean, look at, was Papa John's company throwing John Schneider under the bus? No, I don't think so. I think it was marketing strategy. Hey, we've got to go do what we got to do,
Yeah.
We've got to do this. Hey, Shaq's interested? Heck yeah. Let's bring him on. I'm sorry. Like, that's the name of the game. Like, I don't think they did that specifically to just, crush Schneider. Like, if Louisville,
if Louisville showed clips of recent teams, and if you did it like how we hate it, you put it in black and white, right?
Yep.
And then you start transitioning from black and white to
red
and bright colors, and we're back, baby.
Sure.
Like, would that? Because listen,
I'm all here for it.
Really?
Yeah. You need to make it clear that you separate it, because you can do it and it be not a knock at the former administration,
right?
Just almost a celebration of the new,
right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you get that uncomfort though, like,
dude, if I got a tournament, I ain't uncomfortable. Like, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. I got a top 5 team going to the tournament, man. I really care less.
Right, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Just
sure.
Like I said, that kind of footage, but just start the PR. So NCAA, I mean, you almost want to put that idea out there a little harder, almost like taint the jury now. Put the word out to everybody to remind everybody how far removed video, like these social media blitzes, they work. They work because national media has to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? If these people are going to be like these national media, if they're going to be putting their names on Chris Mack is going to be the next hottest thing. Like, if I'm whatever Sports Illustrated writer said, I think that Chris Mack's going to be the next up and comer to win a championship. His next article after a PR blitz, you know what I'm saying, about how Louisville has came through the other side after, how hard they had to grind to get it all back together and how much they had to get the new kids to believe in them, right?
Sure.
I would like to think said writer or said national media, and it's like, Dino, get on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get that. I mean, like the Duke Nike commercial, where you like, I would actually start paying to put commercials out there like that.
Yeah. No, I'm here for it.
Ahead of time, like before anything even comes out. Because if you wait till stuff comes out, then you look like you're spinning the story. It's just Louisville again. Up Louisville. Like, I would.
Hey,
go ahead.
Gabrielle Union would be the greatest girlfriend ever. I mean, she's so hot, and she's just like the perfect girl. Like Dwayne Wade's lucky he's doing the planet. He's legitimately the luckiest man on the planet.
Where did that come from?
I'm watching the ESPYs, dude, and she's just so hot, and she's right. I mean, dude, she's just, oh my god, and dude, she's backing him, and he's giving a speech, and she's just like, yeah, that's my man, and I'm like, you're the luckiest man in the world.
She can be cool as long as she just admits that. Listen, you're never gonna be more athletic than me, so stop talking.
Sure.
Because listen, look, she has a look in her eyes like I'm gonna work harder until I can beat you in basketball, right?
Sure.
And that'll frustrate me.
Nah, let her win.
Look, I still gotta watch Love and Basketball. People say I won't be so hard on Gabrielle Union once I watch Love and Basketball.
Yeah, it's legit. It's legit.
Yeah. I'll get around to it one of these years. Okay, so who's going to be the best player on the team next year? Are you ready to say that publicly, or do you want to save that?
No. Maybe I won't go as in depth as we can tomorrow. But no, I think we can give it a little nugget.
Okay. Well, you call me in my evening. We got 20 minutes until showtime, and you just couldn't take it, and you had to tell me what you had to tell me. Now share it with everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, 2 dudes on the team. You don't see in any videos, any pictures, any posts have really come out from these 2, really.
Right.
Dwayne Sutton, Malik Williams.
So you've noticed Dwayne Sutton. Sarah, I know they were just comparing Gabrielle Union and the I can't think of her name, the girl in Love and Basketball.
Oh yeah,
I know it's not her, Sarah. Okay, keep going.
Those 2, I'm telling you, I think that they've taken some narratives that we can get into a little bit tomorrow. That have kind of come out. I think they've taken them personally. And I expect those 2 to maybe be the best players on the team.
Or have the best off seasons.
Yeah, or at least have the best off seasons.
Man, did Malik tweet out that he's up to 250 pounds?
Yeah. That's.
What is he gonna do with that 250? Should he be skinny though?
I don't think he's all that skinny. He's one of those people called Ray Spalding skinny until they were next to Ray Spalding.
Until they banged up against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ray Spalding's a good example. He is wiry strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really wiry strong. Okay, so Dwayne Sutton, Malik Williams, they kind of have your attention.
Yeah, I think those 2. I think they're taking some things personally, man. And we're going to be in for something special with those 2.
Because they are not going to you don't go back to the bench after you start. You don't do it. You don't do it nicely.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we have wrote both of them off so quickly. And go back and watch some film of them, man. Go back and watch some film of both of those. If you're listening, I challenge you tonight. Type both their names in YouTube tonight.
Malik Williams, Dwayne Sutton.
Yeah. Watch a few highlights from those 2 guys.
So the takeaway: you're not freaked out with the North Carolina State Adidas connection. Them going first.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I think that was about right. I think it's about right. They've been around for a while. The story's been around for a while. I mean, Dennis Smith Jr. is one of the first names we heard. So no, I think it's about right on target.
All right, take care of that baby, and turn up the heat
I'm
some.
in full So
What's going on? Is he just working out, a little exercise?
no, I'm trying to go to sleep.
That works. All right, I'll get with you later.
All right.
All right, go. Hmm. Hold on now. Well, that was the Steve Rummage portion of the NCAA North Carolina State. He seemed a lot. He seemed a lot calmer than I am because I just heard some. I heard way too many names and way too much money thrown around for Dennis Smith Jr. to be like the first the first we got him. I mean, they raided offices of employees. People are still wondering, like, what happened to Michael Avenatti? Like, did he just disappear? Like all the names he threw out, all the stuff he detailed. But I mean, I guess that was all connected to Nike. But here's the thing, people. Listen, they said it's two schools up front. When I did have a bit of a sigh of relief. I'd have probably rather seen a Nike school. I still hope my conspiracy theories don't hold up. Let me check some of the text line. Uh, yeah. Listen, Dave. That's the picture he sent me when I said, dude. I said, dude, I got to put a picture on there. You know, at least so it sounds like it. You know, you see what you're talking to. That's what he sent me. I look for a better one. You know, I'm not going through his grown man Facebook to find a better picture of Steve. Sarah, I wasn't being bitey, but I did know it was Sanaya Lathan. Well, Brittany told me that, but let me see. Oh, Brenda. Brenda, yeah, oh yeah. North Carolina State, they vacating all that. Anything they want, but that's the thing. Dennis Smith Jr. didn't really even win like that. So yeah, listen, the 30 for 30s definitely coming. That's a fact. I get frustrated with the NCAA as well. But like I said, they're never gonna come together. They're never gonna I don't think any universities will ever really unite because as long as the NCAA plays favorites, this all the favorites are always gonna feel favorite. They're never gonna want to, like, why would Duke team up with anybody? Why would Carolina team up with anybody? Why would Alabama, Texas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Ohio State, Michigan? Why would they team up with anybody who's like? Have you ever seen any of them get Michigan State? Even they've never been handled with a heavy hand. Even Penn State wouldn't join up with anybody. Like none of those schools would fight a joint fight. Cody, I don't see how it can't be Kansas or LSU. I literally don't see how it cannot be Kansas or LSU. And as much as you've read, but again, the little doubt in the back of your mind says you don't know. It's the doubt. It's like I said, it's the doubt that I don't like either. So that was just a listen. I might go live later on if I got more tomorrow's show. This, this is all tomorrow's show. These are ideas for tomorrow's show, and don't screenshot and try to detail the stuff. Cause some of these are my notes about what I need to do. Some of my evening responsibility notes. So, but you get the point. Okay, y'all. That's it for the evening. Get out of here.